use of time or money.
Okay.
There's other things that are better spent.
Okay. You know that therapy today is actually much more goal-centered than it used to be.
Much more
Goal-centered, like what can we actually do? I mean, meaning when therapy first started, right, the father of therapy was Sigmund Freud, and he was a deeply philosophical person. He spent very deep philosophical theories about different ideas and things, but today we're much more goal-centered, and you definitely could go to a therapist who's more goal-centered about actually, I got a phone now, about actually accomplishing something type of situation. So that's for that point. You mentioned that most people who provide therapy need it themselves. Would you say that they need it more than other people in the field?
Yes.
I meant more than more than a lawyer or a doctor.
I think empirically, if you look at the numbers, I think that those who I think therapists probably are higher users of therapy.
Well, yeah, I assume they are higher users because that just shows that they actually do believe in it and recognize that therapy could be useful. But there's no reason to assume that those who practice therapy actually need it more than anyone else. So the fact that they are using other therapists is an indication of the validity of therapy.
I think that I think there's still an issue of misaligned incentives.
Okay, now as for misaligned incentives, so actually the way the system works, you could make an argument before a person has a client base, but once someone has a client base, which since so many people need therapists, a lot of therapists have, and it's not that hard to get into someone who has a client base, then actually he's anyway getting the same amount of money, because if he heals you, someone else will come, and in fact he'll get even more money because the better reputation he has, the more money he could charge.
What if he ends up healing everyone in the local community?
Well, that would be relevant if back in the day when we lived on a farm and there was only 20 people in the local community. But if you're in a city or anywhere that's not a farm, then there's hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people around.
How do you know that someone's going to make a recommendation to someone for their therapist?
Well, because people who've had good experiences with therapists,
and that's necessarily true. I think that might work for a for.
Well, you don't need all of them to do it. You only need a few people to make the recommendations.
You need a consistent. If you're saying you're getting therapy is so amazing, it heals people, then you need some kind of steady stream because you have people that are leaving you. So if you need that, then there's going to be an issue, which is, sometimes people don't feel so comfortable telling others that they've been a therapist.
So what do you say about the therapists who have a waiting list?
What do you mean by that?
A waiting list in the sense of that they.
I know what you mean by that. I don't understand the point that you're making.
Meaning, would you agree that there's a waiting list?